Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start our English grammar class with chapter number 3, verbs. Dear students, we already discussed in our last class about present simple tense, what is the formulas of present simple tense, and how to make sentences from present simple tense like affirmative, interrogative, and negative. All that thing we already discussed in our last class. Dear students, in this chapter we will discuss about two more important tenses, present continuous and present perfect tense. Dear students, let's begin with present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Dear students, as you know, name is also here continuous, means that type of tenses. In this type of tense we can say that any action is going to continuously running in present time. Means present continuous means when any action is going to continuously running in present time, then you are writing any type of sentences, then that will be in present continuous tense. Means in this one, two or three type of conditions may be happen. Like one condition is here, whenever I am speaking that sentence, on that time if any type of action is continuously going to running, that type of sentence if I am making, then that's also is coming in present continuous tense also. Like I am teaching present continuous now, then that is the sentence of present continuous, because that action is not going to finish, that action is continuously running. I am teaching you now also, that continuously going to running, that type of thing, that type of sentences you have to write in present continuous only. And one condition may be there, like that type of condition may be there, like whenever I am speaking or whenever speaker is going to speaking, on that time that action is not going to happening, but besides of that, that action is going to happening. Like in these days I am teaching English grammar, means now I am teaching or not, that's not we don't know about that thing, but I am teaching, that type of things, that is also going to shown by like that. So you have to write that type of conditions. At first we will talk about affirmative sentences. Dear students, if we talk about affirmative sentences and if you are going to make sentences of present continuous affirmative, then three formulas you have to mention in your mind. First formula is there, if subject is singular. If subject is singular, there you know that singular subject means he, she, it, or any person's name. That is known as singular subject. If subject is singular, then you have to write is plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Dear students, it is the formula of the present continuous if the condition is being like the subject is singular. Like he is playing cricket, means he is singular, so you have to have write here is plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Dear students, if subject is plural, in the case of plural subject, what will you write? If subject is plural, then you have to write here are plus verb first form plus ing plus object. That type of formation you have to put in your mind, like that. Plural subject means you know that you, we, and they. That type of subject is known as plural subject, so you have to mind that type of thing, like that. We are learning tenses in these days. That is the part also of present continuous tense. And one more structure is here, if subject is I, then you have to write am plus verb first form plus ing plus object. That type of formation also you have to in your mind, like I plus subject, I plus am plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Like you can write like that, I am teaching English grammar. Dear student, it is the part of the present continuous affirmative sentences. If you are going to make affirmative sentences, then you have to know about that thing. If subject is singular, then you have to write is plus verb first form plus ing plus object, like this one. He is playing cricket. Ram is going to Jaipur. She is making food. It is barking. Dalsa is going to school. That type of thing also you have to put in your mind. And if subject is plural, then also you have to put in your mind like that. Here you use is, then you have to use here are. Like we are going to Jaipur, they are making tea, you are learning English grammar. That type of things you have to use. If subject is I, then you have to use helping verb as a am. Like I am teaching English grammar, I am beating you, I am eating chocolate. That type of things you have to mention in present continuous affirmative only. Dear students, it's about affirmative sentences. Now we will discuss about negative sentences, how to create negative sentences. Dear students, once again, important thing I am going to explain about that thing. If in any Hindi sentences, after in the ending point raha hai, rahi hai, rahe hai, that type of words come, then you can see that is the tense of the present continuous, means action is going to continuously running. That type of thing you have to present in present continuous. It's about affirmative. Now we will discuss about negative sentences. Dear students, in the negative sentences, what you have to do? Negative sentences. Dear students, according to that only you have to follow. If subject is singular, then you have to write is not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. That type of format you have to follow. But if subject is plural, then what you have to do? If subject is plural, then you have to write subject plural are not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. That's about subject plural. And if subject is as a I, means subject is I, then you have to write am not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Dear students, if you are going to make sentences of negative and in the present continuous, then you have to follow that formula. If subject is singular, then you have to write is not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. If subject is plural, then are not plus verb ing form plus object. If subject is I, then am not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Like first one sentence I write here. First example is here. Ram is not going to Jaipur. Like subject singular Ram is not verb ing form plus object. This is the subject singular, then you have to write that type of formula. After that, if subject is plural, like they are not making food. That's when the subject is plural. Plural subject they, are not, verb ing form, and that is the object. After that, last formation is here. If subject is I, like I am not eating chocolates. It's about the I. Dear students, if you are going to making negative sentences, like you have to add no, then you have to write that type of formula. Subject singular, then is not plus ing form plus object. Subject plural, then are not plus ing form plus object. Subject I, then am not plus verb ing form plus object. That's about the negative sentences of present continuous. Dear students, in these sentences only, if you are already know that about the affirmative sentences, then only you have to add not word is here. After the helping verb is, are and am, if you are going to add not word only, then it continuously change into negative. You have to add not only after the helping verb, then it is automatically going to change into negative sentences. You have to mention that type of thing in your mind. Now we will discuss about interrogative sentences of present continuous tense. What is the formulas of interrogative sentences and how to create the sentences of interrogative in present continuous tense. Dear students, now we will discuss about interrogative sentences, how to write interrogative sentences, what is the formulas of interrogative sentences for singular, plural and I. At first we will discuss with subject singular. If subject is singular, then you have to write is plus subject singular, verb ing form plus object plus question mark. And if subject is plural, then you have to write are plus subject plural plus verb ing form plus object plus question mark. That's about plural only. And if I is there, then you have to write am plus I plus verb ing form plus object plus question mark. That is about am. Dear students, it is the formula of subject singular. If singular subject is there and you are writing interrogative sentence of singular subject, then at first you have to write is singular subject verb ing form plus object plus question mark. If subject is plural there, then you have to write are plus subject plural verb ing form plus object plus question mark. If am is subject is I is there, then you have to write am plus I plus verb ing form plus object plus question mark. Now we will write here examples. Like subject is singular, then what you have to write? Is he playing chess? It is the interrogative of first one when subject is singular. If subject is plural, then are we learning English? It is when the subject is plural. And last one, am I teaching Hindi? That's about when subject is I. Dear students, if subject is singular, then you have to follow the formula number A. If subject is plural, then you have to follow the formula number B. If subject is I, then you have to follow the formula number C. And sentences are also given here, like first formula is singular subject, verb ing form, object and question mark. Second, if we talk about formula number second, then we can say that are subject plural, verb ing form plus object plus question mark. If subject is I, then am I, verb ing form plus object plus question mark. That is about the present continuous tense also only. And we know that in this sentence we can say that many types of words are also used. Because of that, we can know that that is the sentence of present continuous. We can say that adverbials or identity of this tense, we can say that that type of words is commonly used in these tenses, like now, at this time, in these days, at this moment. That type of words are commonly used in this tense, and we can identify that type of sentences easily because of the adverbials, and we can say that that is the sentence of the present continuous tense only. Dear students, it's about the present continuous tense only. Dear students, now we will talk about present perfect tense. And in present perfect, if we talk about affirmative sentences, then we can use that type of formula subject plus has have plus verb third form plus object. Dear students, in this one most important thing is here. If subject is singular, then you have to use has. If subject is plural, then you have to use have. I write here with the singular you have to write has, and with the plural subject you have to write have. That thing also you have to keep in your mind. If subject is singular, then use has, subject is plural, then have, and verb third form plus object. Like Ram has finished his homework, or we have completed our homework. If we are going to make negative sentences, then you have to add only not with has and have, then it is going to automatically change into negative. Like Ram has not completed his homework, we have not completed our homework, that is going to change into negative. If you are making the interrogative sentences, then you have to use has or have at first. Like subject is singular, then at first you have to write has he completed his homework, have we completed our homework. That type of formation is used for making present perfect tense sentences. Dear students, present perfect tense is mostly used when a condition is like that any action is going to completely finished in the present now only, just now, recently. That type of words are also going to use in this sentence or in this tense. We can say that in this tense, that's indicating about the finishing of work, and that's impact also we can watch in the present, and that type of formation is being making present perfect only. Dear students, it's about the present tense. Now in next chapter we will talk about next tense. Thank you so much.